Another red day in the crypto market has everybody on the edge of their seats. Not in a good way. Sitting there wondering when the bottom is going to be hit. How much more fearful can people truly get? Guys, we are sitting at a level of 17 extreme fear, and I believe this is like day 3. Let's take a look here. If I can get it just right. The 14th to the 17th. Yeah, 16, 18, 17. Extreme fear for 3 days in a row. The bottom has to be around the corner somewhere. Fear cannot perpetuate in the market forever. We will return to greed. Think about it. At a certain point in time, these prices are going to be viewed as so low that people cannot pass them by. Right now, it seems as though they're going down forever. But that will not be the case. Now, we're going to be talking about it in the video today, but we're also going to be talking about the fact that, yes, extreme fear returns. Can Shiba Inu coin hold its current level of support? Let's discuss it. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. Now, we do want to say thank you guys for watching this video. I know it's on the Clay Bro Clips channel. We just crossed over 1,000 subscribers yesterday, so thank you very much for that. 13,000 of you watched the channel in the last month, and 1,000 of you, actually 300, click the subscribe button. But 1,000 of you are subscribed. 13,000 viewers, click the subscribe button, please. With all that being said, I want to say that today is the first day that YouTube is implementing its new cryptocurrency policy. All right. Now, they're taking a direct attack on cryptocurrency, and you can see that through all of these articles being written. You guys can look it up for yourself, and so on. In this video, it is strictly for educational purposes only. I want to expressly say I am not recommending you buy, sell, trade crypto. I am not recommending you touch it. I am documenting that I do so, okay? That does not mean that you do so. But the entire intention of these videos is to bring all of the information that is relevant to your fingertips so that you can make decisions. And I know we spend a lot of time talking about Shiba Inu coin. Of course, we're going to talk about other cryptocurrencies, the entire market as a whole, and so on. And you will probably get annoyed with all of these disclaimers. But with YouTube directly attacking cryptocurrency, and the allowed content is videos that provide educational information about cryptocurrency, that is what we are doing. Right? If I say that I own Shiba Inu coin, or I own Zcash, or I own Trump coin, if I say any of that, it doesn't mean that you own it. It doesn't mean that you buy it. You make your own decisions. I make my own decisions, and we go from there. So with that, let's talk about some of the latest news that is affecting the price of Shiba Inu coin, of course the overall market, and whether or not Shiba Inu coin can hold the line at 900 points per coin. It says the spotlight is currently on Shiba Inu coin, which is trading at a crucial level about 900 points per coin. Matter of fact, right now 882 points per coin, and I would say that the major level of support, candle bodies, is right here. The wicks go all the way down to about 845, 850 points per coin. So we do have a little bit of wiggle room if we're going wicks. Candle bodies, however, are showing major support right at the level we're at right now. Now, it goes on to say that the Crypto Fear and Greed Index fell to a level of 10, or extreme fear, which according to crypto analysts here, was the lowest level since July of 2022. Now, I'm not exactly sure which Fear and Greed Index they're using. We've got a level of 14 over here on BitBo's Fear and Greed Index. CoinStats is showing a level of, I believe, 17 right here. And CoinMarketCap also showing a level of 17. So I don't know where they're getting the 10 from, but they must be using a slightly different site. Nonetheless, all of them are showing extreme fear, right? Just different levels or different things that they're looking at there. Major token extended losses alongside Bitcoin, with Shiba Inu coin steadily falling for 5 out of 6 days from the November 11th high of 1,026 points per coin to 889 to where it's at right now at the time of recording, about 887, right where that article states. Research firm 10X indicated that a confluence of factors suggests that the market might have entered a bearish phase with shifting Fed rate cut expectations and thin liquidity accelerating price drops. Let me say this, okay? The Federal Reserve has already lowered interest rates twice in a row, at the last meeting and the one prior. There is some confusion about whether or not they're going to lower rates again in 2025. Guys, it is inevitable that they lower rates, okay? Maybe not in 2025, but they will bring those rates down. It's a strange balance that they walk between, trying to fight inflation and all of that, and towing their political lines, and creating the political narrative that they want, and so on. And it's dangerous, right? I will say that. Me personally, I believe that we could do just fine with an interest rate cut, okay? An interest rate cut could stimulate the economy. We could do very well. We're not worried about inflation right now. But of course, nobody wants to make the current administration look good, so they're out there fighting their political wars and so on. At the press time, Shiba Inu coin recovered daily losses. This one's up 0.27% to 900 points per coin, but down 10% on the week. And of course, it is down right now as Bitcoin is falling to $93,000. Guys, one of the most important things to understand, okay? We are sitting at a level of extreme fear right now, okay? Which means that people are beginning to view these prices as very cheap. How much further could it possibly go? We're so scared, we don't even know if we should buy Bitcoin at $93,000. We are setting up a new floor, right? Extreme fear. We will see prices rise, and when they rise dramatically, we will see extreme greed. And that extreme greed should take us to new highs, because of course we're not that far off all-time highs, but we're sitting at all-time low fears. Think about that correlation there. We are setting up a new floor so that prices can eventually rise to new highs. The market is cyclical in nature. The market is cyclical in emotion. And right now, we are dealing with bottom level emotion. We are dealing with fear. We are dealing with the uncertainties that people don't know what is going to happen next. Do you think that governments across the globe would be just scouring the digital asset world to buy as much as they possibly can if they knew it didn't have a future? Do you think that businesses would be out there setting up treasury companies, accumulating as much as they possibly could if they didn't think there was a future? But this is what I do agree with. Out of this article, the fear and greed index right now is the most important thing that we are watching. Now, I don't know where things bottom out. But what I do know is that if I continue accumulating along the way, and I believe in this industry long term, I will watch it grow. Now, this is not a recommendation for you to accumulate, for you to use an exchange or anything, right? I use the KCEX exchange because, of course, it's got some of the lowest fees in the industry, 0% maker, 0% taker on their futures fees for meme coins. Altcoins, you can see Zcash here at 0.01% taker fees. It's got some of the best selection of cryptocurrency that I have ever seen available in the United States. And of course, you could trade on up to 125x leverage for Bitcoin, 75x leverage for some altcoins, and meme coins there. But with the entire market, okay, bleeding red, with extreme fear controlling decisions, I do believe that this emotion will change. Shiba Inu coin and the rest of the cryptocurrency market will see better days. I want to know what you guys believe. Links for everything down in the description below. Let me know. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.